Oh yeah, I got him. Hey, shots fired. He just shot at me. Get on the ground. On the ground, don't you move.
At about 7:22 p.m. on July 27, 2024, the Atlanta Police Department got a call that began a tense and dangerous chain of events. The call came from 782 Peachtree Street, NE, where a fight between family members had become violent. The woman who called, who had clearly been through a terrible ordeal, said that she had been in a fight with her partner, who was later named as Tabias Sheely, 21. When the police arrived, they saw how bad things really were. The woman who made the call looked very upset and had visible signs of the abuse she had been through. There were bruises on her head and chest, which showed how bad the fight was. She begged the police to take Sheely out of her apartment because she was in a scary situation and needed to get away from it. It was clear right away, though, that Sheely had already left the scene on foot before the cops got there.
Where's your injuries at, man?
Like from my finger, all type of shit. Like,
Do you need a ambulance right now?
no.
They got no service in here. He probably.
Because the police knew it was important to act quickly, they started searching the area right away, determined to find the suspect. As they searched the streets around, their alertness paid off when they saw Sheely. After that, there was a tense foot run through the streets of Atlanta as the police chased the suspect with all their might. Officers knew they had to catch Sheely before he could hurt anyone else anymore because the stakes were high. During the chase, though, things got dangerous when Sheely pulled out a gun and fired several shots at the cop who was after him.
Hey, shots fired. He just shot at me. Hey!
Copy, shots fired. 19.
Hey, what are you doing? Wait, no, he's shooting at me.
In the blink of an eye, the fight went from being a domestic disagreement to one involving weapons. There was no choice for the officer but to shoot back because his life was in instant danger. He used what he had learned and his instincts to hit Sheely in the arm, stopping the danger and keeping him from hurting anyone else. Despite the intense and chaotic nature of the confrontation, the officer maintained his composure and immediately took Sheely into custody.
Hey, put your fucking hands up! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! I got him. Get on the ground, don't you move. Put your hands behind your back. Hey,
Where you at?
you got me? I got him.
The firearm that Sheely had used was recovered at the scene, ensuring that it could no longer pose a danger to anyone.
I'm tired.
Recognizing the need for medical attention, the officers on the scene quickly rendered aid to Sheely, applying a tourniquet to his injured arm to stem the bleeding. In the aftermath of the confrontation, it was a relief to all involved that no officers were injured during the incident. The situation could have ended much differently, but thanks to the officers' quick thinking and professionalism, the threat was contained, and the suspect was safely apprehended. Sheely was transported to Grady Memorial Hospital for treatment of his injuries before being booked into the Fulton County Jail. The charges against Sheely were severe, reflecting the gravity of his actions. According to online records, Sheely faced a litany of charges including aggravated assault, false imprisonment, criminal trespass, robbery by intimidation, simple battery, terroristic threats and acts, and possession of a firearm or knife during the commission of a crime. These charges painted a picture of a man who had crossed numerous legal and moral boundaries, leaving a trail of violence and fear in his wake. Interestingly, this wasn't Sheely's first encounter with the law. He was already known to law enforcement, having been arrested previously in Fulton County on charges of battery involving family violence, false imprisonment, and cruelty to children. These charges alone spoke to a pattern of dangerous and abusive behavior, raising serious concerns about his ability to rejoin society without further incidents. Following his previous arrest, Sheely had been released from the county jail just 2 days later, a decision that now seemed tragically short-sighted in light of his subsequent actions. The incident did not end with Sheely's arrest. Given the nature of the shooting, the Georgia Bureau of Investigation, GBI, was called in to conduct an independent investigation. This is standard procedure in incidents involving officer-involved shootings, ensuring that the events are thoroughly and impartially reviewed. Once their investigation is complete, the case file will be handed over to the Fulton County District Attorney's Office for further review and potential prosecution. The community and those following the case will be looking to the GBI's investigation for clarity and answers. Was the use of force by the officer justified? Did Sheely's previous interactions with the legal system contribute to the escalation of events on that fateful evening? These are questions that only a thorough investigation can answer, and the outcome will have significant implications for all involved. In the meantime, the woman at the center of this ordeal is left to pick up the pieces of her life after a traumatic and violent encounter. The physical wounds may heal, but the emotional scars left by such an experience can take much longer to fade. Her courage in seeking help and the swift response of law enforcement undoubtedly prevented an even greater tragedy from unfolding. However, the incident serves as a stark reminder of the dangers inherent in domestic disputes and the unpredictable nature of such situations. As the legal process moves forward, the focus will remain on ensuring that justice is served and that the community is kept safe from further harm. The charges against Sheely are serious, and the evidence against him appears to be strong. But as with all legal matters, the process must be allowed to run its course, with all parties afforded their rights under the law. That was all from our side. Let us know what you think in the comments section down below. We'd love to hear from you.